back to October. Today, I am really excited about this tutorial. I was kind of scared with this one, guys, but it turned out amazing. So today, I am showing you guys the wings that you can make for TInkerbell. You can either do just TInkerbell. You can get together with your friends and do TInkerbell and Friends, like we're about to show you. We just cut up some t-shirts and made some really cute little accessories. And you can pair them with these wings. Now, I found a blog post on how to do these, and I wanted to make a video about it because the blog post was kind of vague and there were no pictures. I was kind of scared too, but the main picture was amazing. So I wanted to try it, and the pieces that I purchased for it there's only 3 things that you need, which is just wire, cellophane, and spray adhesive, and then a blow dryer, which most people already have, or you could borrow one. But I was super scared, guys. These looked intimidating when I first saw them, and when I got done with them, I was so excited. They turned out amazing. So make sure to try these and don't be afraid of this one, because guys, even I get scared sometimes, and I was scared. I was afraid this was going to turn out bad, but they didn't. So try it and make sure you share them with me on Instagram or wherever, Facebook or wherever you want, so that I can see them, because I definitely want to see any of the costumes that we show you or inspire you to make or try or piece together or whatever. So let's get going, and once again, do not be afraid, because these are really fun and they turned out amazing. Okay, can you tell I loved this when they were done? Okay, let's go. Alrighty, so to make the wings for TInkerbell, I printed out the wing template that I have on my blog, which you can find, and I actually just used my Cricut to draw it onto 6 different pieces of paper, I think, and then I taped it together, and the Cricut will actually cut it and draw it for you. So you can just find that, and it's all done in the access file, and my patrons have had access to this for a little bit already. So I'm going to tape all these together. Actually, Cassandra taped them together for me, but it's that easy that a kid can do it. So just pair up all of the pieces and you're just basically making a template. And once it's all put together, then you will start to work with your wire. So this actually drew out an outline of it, and you're gonna put the wire inside of the lines and not necessarily on the actual lines themselves. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So just make sure to line everything up and tape it together. I'm using washi tape, which I'm obsessed with, so just make sure you get washi tape just for the fun of it. Okay, so then I'm gonna just take some wire and slowly work it around the entire set of wings. I was actually really intimidated when I wanted to start this project, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but it actually turned out a lot easier than I thought. Just be patient with the wire and start at one end and slowly just work your way around. You can tape the wire down if it helps you hold it flat, but it's not that hard to work with. But taping it down definitely makes it so that it's you're only working with like a couple inches at a time. So just work your way up and around, and it might seem a little intimidating, but once you get working on it, it seems pretty good. And I was afraid because I knew once I was done with this, I was gonna have to make a whole nother set, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do that. So then I'm gonna use some metal looking duct tape, which is just silver, and you can get that at any craft store. And I'm just gonna not adhere, but I'm gonna stick all the little pieces together with that. So once I have the outline of the entire wings done, I'm gonna work from the inside out, slowly spiraling the wire around. And this is what I was talking about with the wire going inside of the design. You're not gonna follow all of the little lines, you're gonna go in between the lines. So it gives you kind of a little bit of leeway, and it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, especially because these things are pretty sturdy when they're done. But they're still fragile at the same time, if that makes any sense. So now I'm just using the extra little pieces of duct tape to hold it down, and I'm just gonna go in with those later to make sure everything is nice and secure. So any parts of the wire that touch flat, I went and I taped together, if that makes any sense. So if they met together for more than like 1/4 of an inch, I just went ahead and wrapped some of the silver duct tape around, and that is going to be covered up by cellophane in a little bit. So don't worry if you can see the duct tape and you're just not liking it. So I actually didn't do all of the little pieces. I just did the main couple spirals, and then I went in and put a couple little extra pieces just to make sure that the wings were strong and held up nicely. So in this little spot, there were 3 pieces that went together. So I made sure to put a little piece of tape around all of that. And then I just kind of worked my way up and decided which ones I thought were kind of the key parts of her wings that made it look definitely like Tinkerbell. And I just did those as well. So just go ahead and follow all of your lines and make sure that you get all of the little spots that you think are the most important. You definitely can go in and do more if you'd like. I think I ended up using 2 rolls of wire from Joann's for both pairs of wings. And then the cellophane is really cheap too. So I didn't spend very much on this tutorial at all. And I was really excited how they turned out. So I'm trying to keep it all one piece. I don't really like to cut little pieces of the wire, especially because wire is kind of annoying to cut. So I just kind of went all the way down and then bent it back up for these pieces. And just kind of, if it hit another part of the wire, I just taped it as we went. So I also am just using a little toolkit that I got at Joann's that had like 3 different pairs of wire worker pliers in it. It has like a flat plier, a round plier, and then a wire cutter. And I think I paid like $5 or $6 for that, but of course I used a coupon because that's how you do it at the craft store. So once you get all of your wire set and ready to go, you can take off the paper. And I just ended by making sure that I put tape on the very end so there's no sharp pieces sticking out or anything, especially if you're using this for kids. And then I just laid out my wire after I took it off the paper completely and sprayed it with some adhesive glue, and then took some cellophane. This is just like the type of cellophane you would get to wrap presents or like an Easter basket with. And I just stuck it on top of that. And then I just went and did the other piece so that I could do this all in one setting. I didn't have to cut the cellophane or anything. All I did was roll the cellophane out and stick both pairs of the wings on, and then I sprayed them again and folded the cellophane back over on top of them. So since this glue dries clear, the cellophane came back through iridescent and it was really pretty. And then the nice thing about cellophane is you just heat it up and it tightens up, and then you cut around the edges. And I would recommend cutting around the edges and leaving about 1 inch and then blow drying it with a blow dryer. I actually left these in my car on my way home because I had my blow dryer at home, and it shrunk anyways because it was hot in my car. So you could also just leave them out in the sun and that should shrink them as well. So now I'm just gonna cut them and have them all ready.